Real ghost sightings in America don't always happen in abandoned buildings or graveyards. Sometimes they happen in places people pass every day. This happened in a small town in Missouri, where a long stretch of road cuts through open farmland. During the day, it's harmless. At night, it feels endless. Jake was driving home from work just after midnight. No traffic, no lights, just darkness, and the sound of his tires on the road. That's when he saw someone walking ahead, a woman. She was wearing an old-fashioned dress, the kind you don't see anymore, and she was walking slowly along the shoulder of the road. Jake slowed down, thinking she might need help. As his headlights hit her fully, she stopped. She turned her head. Her face was pale, almost glowing, and her eyes reflected the light like glass. She didn't look injured. She didn't look scared. She looked empty. Jake felt a sudden wave of fear and drove past her. A few seconds later, the temperature inside the car dropped sharply. His breaths fogged the windshield. Then he heard it, a soft inhale, from the back seat. Jake didn't turn around. His hands tightened on the steering wheel as he checked the rearview mirror. She was sitting there, not touching the seat, not blinking. Her mouth slowly opened, stretching wider than it should have, and a whisper filled the car. "You didn't stop." Jake slammed the brakes, heart pounding, and closed his eyes. When he opened them, the back seat was empty. He drove straight to the nearest police station. The officer listening to his story went quiet. The moment Jake described the woman's dress, he asked Jake where he'd seen her. When Jake told him the road, the officer nodded slowly. Decades earlier, a woman had been hit and killed on that exact stretch of road. Witnesses said she'd been walking home late at night after her car broke down. The driver never stopped. Since then, dozens of people had reported seeing her. Some drivers slowed down, some stopped. Others, like Jake, kept going. The officer told him something that still haunts Jake to this day. "The ones who stop usually see her face up close," he said. "The ones who don't, she follows for a while." Jake didn't sleep that night. 4 weeks after, he woke up feeling watched. Sometimes he'd hear footsteps behind him when walking alone. Sometimes he'd smell cold air for no reason. One night, he woke up suddenly and felt weight pressed down at the foot of his bed. A familiar whisper drifted through the room. "You still see me?" Jake moved out of town shortly after, but sightings of the woman continue. Drivers still report seeing her on that road, standing silently, waiting for someone to notice her. And sometimes, late at night, people claim she's no longer by the roadside. She's already sitting in the back seat. Because real ghost sightings in America aren't always about places that are haunted. Sometimes they're about ghosts who don't want to be left behind. And once they choose you, they don't forget.